got one member today in the public gallery, and anyone watching the meeting via the webcast. To the member in the public gallery, I would like to remind you that this planning meeting is being broadcast live over the internet, so there is no need for any other filming of the meeting to take place. This meeting is available to view online now and in the future. Committee members, please be aware that we are all on camera and you may be visible on screen when people around you are speaking. And please remember to speak clearly into the microphones. We welcome the use of the Welsh language at meetings. I have had no request for people to speak Welsh today, so this meeting will be conducted in English only. Please, can all mobile phones and other noisy devices be put on silent, please? If there is an emergency alarm, please follow the green signs and go to the ground floor of the Civic Centre car park. I'll introduce the members here. My name is Norma Parish, and to my far right is Tim James, and he's the Interim Chief Legal Officer. Rachel Beale is next to me, Senior Business Support Officer, Democratic Services. And to my immediate left is Richard Lewis, Head of Planning and Development. Then there's Paul Wielden, Group Leader Highways, and Norman Jones, Team Leader Applications. And down below is Sarah Hensby, Senior Planner, and Chris Slade is controlling the webcasting today, and he's also a Senior Business Support Officer, Democratic Services. If we go to the agenda, attendance and apologies. If all members will sign the register, please, as usual. Are there any apologies, Rachel?
Yes, we have apologies from Councillors Hugh Bevan and Ron Burnett.
Thank you. Declarations of interest. We go over to Tim James, please, for that.
Thank you, Chair. Can I remind members that any interest they declare should be recorded on the appropriate sheet which is going around with the attendance register, so you can fill that in if necessary at the end of the meeting. A few declarations I'm aware of, Chair. Item number 5 on the agenda, planning application at Teacoke and Cwmbran. Cwmbran Community Council were consulted in relation to that application. So, Councillor Ashley, firstly, I believe you'll wish to declare a personal but non-prejudicial interest in that matter, as you're a member of that Community Council. Is that correct, Councillor Ashley?
Correct.
Thank you. And Councillor Fay Jones, same application and same reason, I believe, you wish to declare a personal but non-prejudicial interest because you are a member of Cwmbran Community Council. Is that correct, Councillor Jones?
That's correct.
Thank you. Then application 7, or the application at 7 on the agenda, Chair, the matter at 66 Hawthorne Road. I understand you wish to declare a personal but non-prejudicial interest in that application as a member of Pontypool Community Council who were consulted. Is that correct, Chair?
That is correct.
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Gaynor James, I think that you're also a member of Pontypool Community Council who were consulted in relation to the application at 7 on the agenda. So do you wish to declare a personal but non-prejudicial interest also?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. And then Councillor Overton, I think you're also a member of Pontypool Community Council. That council was consulted in relation to the application which is at 7 on the agenda. So you may wish to declare a personal but non-prejudicial interest. Is that what you wish to do, Councillor Overton?
Yes, that is correct. Thank you.
Thank you, I'm obliged. Any other declarations or questions from members, please? Okay, thank you, Chair.
Thank you. We go to item 3 on the agenda, which is the minutes of the Planning Committee on the 25th of April, and that's on pages 5 to 23. I think there are only 2 members out there who actually attended this meeting besides myself. So could one of you move it, please? Thank you.
Second, Chair.
Thank you. Do you want to go through page by page? Page 5, page 6, page 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Are there any comments or questions on those minutes? Do we approve them as a true record? Thank you. Go to item 4 on the agenda, and this is just for members' information. As you can see, it's an appeal against a proposal conversion of a house to 3 flats, which was turned down, obviously, and the appeal decision was dismissed. So are there any comments from members or questions? Thank you.
Move we note,
Yes,
Chair.
thank you, Councillor. We all agree to note it, the information? Thank you. Item 5, which is application number 17P0277VAR, and the proposal is renewal of condition 1 of application number 13P00130 in order to allow the permission to be renewed for a further period of 3 years, and it's land at rear of 8 Garth Road, Tico, Cumbran, Torfaen. I think we're going to have a short presentation by Sarah. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Chair. As stated above there, this application is to renew the existing planning permission to extend the time period to submit the reserved matters for a further 3 years. Outline permission was granted at Planning Committee in April 2014 with the access and scale considered at that time. The next slide will actually show the access and the actual scale of development on there. In terms of actually determining this application, there would have to be clear changes in circumstances or policy to warrant not granting a further permission on this application. The previous application was considered against the local development plan. That remains to be the development plan at this time, and also I don't consider there to be any changes in the actual site. If we go through these photos, you can see the top photos show pictures from 2017 with the pictures from 2014. So that's actually from within the actual application site. This is the actual access through and the parking area to get to the actual application site. The reason why there's a difference between those two pictures is that this is the actual access through. So the top photo shows the access through, which you'd actually come through to get into the site, whereas that's the opposite side of the actual building, so that's why that actual photo looks different. But other than that, there has been no changes in circumstances or in policy, so obviously the recommendation is to approve. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Sarah. Are there any questions from the members of the committee? No? Any comments?
I'd like to move off this recommendation.
Thank you, Councillor. Seconder for that. Right, are you ready to vote on it? If there are no questions. We've had a proposal to approve it and a seconder. Can I have a show of hands, please? I think that's unanimous, so that application has been approved. Thank you. Item 6. This application has been deferred. The ward member has requested a site visit, so we'll be deferring this till after we've had a site visit. All agreed on that? Yes? Right, agenda item 7, which is 17P0344HH, and is for a dropped curb access and off-road parking at 66 Hawthorne Road, Sebastopol. And the only reason this has come before the committee is because it's been submitted by a staff member of Neighbourhood Services. So if it is a member or a member of staff, it always comes before committee. So any questions on that or comments? No?
Could I move the recommendation, Chair?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, councillors. So that's been moved and seconded. Do you want to vote on it now? You sure there's no questions? Okay, then we'll vote on it. For approval. That's unanimous too. Right, that concludes the meeting today. Very quick meeting. Quickest ever, I should think. Thank you all for your attendance, and we'll see you at the next meeting, which I'm not sure of the date of it. It's in July. It's the 25th of July, the next meeting will be, so we'll see you all again then. Thank you for your attendance. 4 o'clock, yes. Yeah, thank you.